The news day continues here on One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Health Department logs over 350 new COVID-19 infections. The caseload still stands at above 2.8 million, some 11,300 of which are still active. 7 duplicates were removed from the case count. Now, the virus killed at least 135 more patients, pushing the death toll to over 50,000. 125 deaths were reclassified from recoveries. Survivors, meanwhile, are now at 2.7 million with more than 870 new recoveries. 189 came from the case count after validation. Now, only 1.1% of some 35,300 tests recently conducted turned out positive. 4 laboratories were not able to submit data. The Health Department says there are no records of death yet due to COVID-19 vaccines since the rollout in March. This after reports of the deaths of 3 minors who were vaccinated with COVID-19 jabs came to light. Now, citing the initial diagnosis, Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said the children had underlying conditions. These are pneumonia, dengue fever, and pulmonary tuberculosis. She noted, though, that the regional adverse event following immunization committee is still investigating the cases. Vergeres urged the public to get vaccinated amid the Omicron threat, reiterating the safety of the shots.
Wala pa hong napapatunayan base sa experts evaluation dito sa ating bansa na ito pong mga severe reactions o di kaya ay mga pagkakamatay ay dahil sa bakuna. May mga ibang sakit po yung mga tao kaya po sila nagkakaroon ng ganitong mga bad outcomes. Kaya't po natin lahat, lalong-lalo na may mga threat na mga bagong variants ngayon sa buong mundo. Ito pong pagbabakuna kasabay ng ating pagpapatupad ng safety protocols ang makakapagprotekta po sa ating lahat.
So a study in UK shows that booster shots improve protection to as much as 75% against the Omicron variant. Bloomberg Intelligence Sam Afazeli with the details.
Boosters giving 70 to 75% Omicron protection. Good enough?
Well, certainly from the headlines, which is all we've got at the minute, it sounds like a good number. But remember, a key detail is at what point after the booster they actually looked at the protection. But I would love this to be the case. I just hope that it ends up being exactly this number, and then we can get on and worry about how to manage it as you go 3, 4, 5 months post-booster.
Sam, Omicron is becoming a dominant force in the UK very, very quickly. Are you surprised how fast this is happening?
No, not judging by, well, actually, Guy, it's a little bit apparently faster than what's been seen in South Africa. But that might simply be because it was seeded a lot more quickly in lots of different places across the UK. So that slight difference of doubling time of 2 and a bit days versus 2 and a little bit more days is probably due to that. But frankly, it seems like a very infectious virus.
Yes, no, exactly. And going back to that protection from the boosters, I'm wondering, at least with Pfizer, for example, the booster is half a dose of what the original vaccine was. Do we need to rethink how much we're giving in a booster?
The Pfizer is not half a dose. Moderna is half a dose.
Okay,
Alex.
Moderna.
Yeah. Moderna is 50 micrograms. You could do that, but then, of course, that makes that other conversation that we regularly have, which is about vaccine equity, again, a major issue. I think 30 micrograms is good enough. If you keep going higher, you start getting side effect issues. And it has to be studied, frankly. So you can't just randomly put a number in. But I think between Moderna and Pfizer, that's what we have to live with at the minute.
Now, we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The World Bank has approved a loan of $600 million for the Philippines. The bank said the loan will aid the country's reform programs, which include promoting investments, cutting the cost of doing business, and expanding broadband services. In a statement, May Diop, the World Bank's country director for Brunei, Malaysia, and Philippines and Thailand, said reforms that lower trade costs and improve business environment will benefit all firms, especially small and medium enterprises. Now, many Filipinos have received their 13th month pay and Christmas bonuses, which already went to Christmas shopping and other things. But how should it be wisely spent? Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez tells us in this report.
Tis the season to be jolly. Indeed, Christmas is the most awaited season, not only for the gifts and family get-togethers, but of course, for 13th month pay and Christmas bonuses. 24-year-old communication specialist Jazz Denya has made plans for that extra money as early as 3 months ago.
Medyo nag-splurge muna ako sa mga pang personal na gamit like yung mga bags and mga pang office attire since start na kami ng 100% office attendance.
Jazz is just one of many Filipinos expected to indulge in the so-called revenge spending or spending big money to make up for lost time during the pandemic. But financial experts say there are other ways to maximize your 13th month pay.
Build up your emergency funds. There will always be emergencies that will happen to your life before you even deal with anything. Make sure you pay your debts.
Splurging is okay, but Mendoza says it's better to spend a little bit here and there than use up all your money in one go.
Kailangan kurot, huwag dakot. That's a rule. Pakunting-kunting nice dinner here and there, masarap na pagkain, a little bit of travel, maybe when it opens up.
Mendoza says now is the best time to grow your investments. He's been advising clients to have at least 2 portfolios.
May core portfolio ka. Doon nakasalalay yung talagang mga important goals mo like retirement, the education of your kids. Pero meron akong nakahiwalay, yung trading portfolio, nandyan yung laro. Alam mo, nagiging problema ng marami, halos lahat yung portfolio trading lang. Tapos pag naiipit, long term na.
Other financial experts also suggest setting aside a portion of your Christmas bonus to buy insurance. In short, enjoy your money, but think of the future too. Mobile journalist Pamela Vasquez, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. President Duterte reiterated his claims that the Philippines has a quote vibrant democracy during the U.S. Summit for Democracy. Duterte said the freedom is fully enjoyed in the country and the regular transfer of power is guaranteed through honest elections. Now, 3 nursing graduates from the pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila topped the 2021 nursing licensure exam. The university also lauded all of its 13 examinees for achieving a 100% passing rate. And the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas has released the new design of the 1,000 peso bill approved by the National Historical Institute. The Monetary Board and the Office of the President have given the go signal for its circulation in the country starting next year. Now, for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now, www.signalplay.com, and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Riza Diaz. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.